You can measure the size of an elephant. You can clock the speed of a cheetah, but you can't quantify the heart of a kings, queens, and in-betweens. Welcome to Dr. Boxing Talk. Stream starts now.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. If I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Oh man, we here. My fault. I gotta take a little break. I gotta go do something real quickly. Gonna take me like 3 minutes, 2 minutes probably. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what time it is. The doctor's in the house. Yes, sir, ski. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Let's get right. We here with it. Shout out to my boy Ty in the building, man. My boy Ty came in here early, bro. Shout out to my boy Ty with the roll call. Shout out to my boy Oscar in the building. My boy Ty came in dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter.
These biscuits and
Man, I appreciate you, brother, man. My boy said, hey, demon time in the DR. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate that love, bro. For real. He said had to pop up early before. Okay, yeah, handle your business, man. Enjoy yourself out there, man. Be safe. My boy came through out on the early tip like a boss. Yes, sir, man. My boy Oscar said, yes, sir, man. Dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter.
these biscuits and
Yes, sir, man. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it, man. I don't know why I cut off early, bro. We're gonna run it back for both the biscuits in the place. You know what I'm talking about?
these biscuits and
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Before we even start the stream, man, that's love, man. Y'all make a young brother feel special, man. You know what I'm talking about? Young brother that ain't so young, you know what I'm talking about? But I appreciate y'all, man. Before we get started, though, let's go ahead and start off with our prayer as usual. Please bow your heads and join me. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you, Lord, for these blessings, Lord. Thank you for the support that we get, Lord, and let's not take those that mean a lot to us in our lives. Let's not take them for granted, Lord, and tell them how much we love and appreciate them, you know, whether it's a mother, whether it's a father, whether it's a friend or brother, sister, child, parent, grandparent, whatever, in whatever capacity it is, a friend or just a kind person that you randomly met while strolling through the grocery store. Lord, let's be thankful for those in our lives that made a positive difference, and let us be equally or even more so a positive difference in their life as well, Lord. And please continue to protect us and guide us and lead us through this difficult journey that we have in life, Lord. But when we have faith, you know, a small faith as small as a mustard seed, we know we can move mountains, Lord, and that's faith through you. And you know, it's very powerful in that, because that's enough to keep us going and let us know that whatever we're going through, we're not going. You know, as long as we stay true, we're going to keep going and we're going to make it through, Lord, with your blessings and with your grace, Lord. And, you know, that's what you always promise us, as long as we keep our mind and our heart and our spirit on you, that we will always be able to overcome and go beyond our wildest dreams, no matter how many setbacks we may face or experience. We always get a bounce back that's exponentially better, Lord. So please continue to bless us. Please continue to give us let's open our hearts to each other and be kind to each other and love one another and treat each other how we would like to be treated, if not better. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen, amen, amen. We got my boy Clone in the building. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to my boy Ty, man. Shout out to my boy Oscar, man. Appreciate that love, man, on the early tip, man. My boy Clone in the building as well. He said somebody Madre going to claps. Bro, I can't with this dude, bro. What's wrong with this man, bro? Come on, man. This man said somebody Madre going to clap state. If you know, you know. somebody Madre or they T.I. Yo, what about the abuela? The abuela going too? That's crazy, bro. The hermana, somebody. That's crazy, man. Y'all wild, bro. But, you know, I just want to talk about today, man. You know, this October 21st, man. You know, we getting a little bit close to that October 29th date. Y'all like, hey, what's that, Doc? What happens on the 29th? Well, you know, now anyway, and Sam Goodman has been finalized, right? Well, you know who was waiting and anticipating that? You know, that boy MJ Akhmadaliev and his team. They said, hold on. You know, we've been the mandatory for a little while now. You've been getting by. We've been letting you slide, you know, because when you fought Louis Neary, we said, okay, we'll allow that. You know, we'll allow it. We don't like it, but we'll allow it. You know, and then you came back and you fought TJ Dohinky. You know, we ain't like that either, but we allowed it. So 2 fights. It's been 2 fights that I've been trying to exercise my mandatory, and I let you to slide 1 time, and you took 2 times. You know what I'm saying? We gave you an inch, you took a mile, and now you talk about fighting Sam Goodman right now? No, bro, you're going to have to either fight us as a WBA mandatory, or you're going to have to vacate. The option's yours. You know, but that title got to be available. So on the 29th is when Vadim Kornilov, who's also the manager of Dmitry Bivol, who just took the judges to court. He just protested and took them to court for that controversial decision that saw him on the short end of the stick when it came to that undisputed fight at light heavyweight between Beterbiev and Bivol. He said, hey, man, I'm used to the judicial system. I'm going back again. So, yeah, man, the 29th, it looks like they're going to take Naya Inoue to court in regards to him not fighting MJ Akhmadaliev. And he's either going to have to vacate or cancel his fight with Sam Goodman, which has seemingly been finalized today. So I don't think that's going to happen. So we may see the last, you know, what's it, the 21st. So yeah, this might be the last week, you know, 8 days to be exactly, a week and a day. This might be the last time that we see Naya Inoue as undisputed. You know, he might lose that thing outside the ring. That's terrible. That's terrible, man. But hey, it might be. Seems like, yo, shout out to my boy Clone, dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter.
These biscuits.
Appreciate that, man. Dropping that friendly 10 in the chat. You know what I'm saying? That bread. What'd you say, bro? This man said, flying out to DR to find me a wife. Hopefully she speak no English. Amen. And shout out to Demon Time. Let's start this early, bro. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate it, man, for your 333rd super chat, man. My boy coming through with the super chat like a boss.
Pollo in the kitchen, pollo in the kitchen.
Yes, sir, El Jefe. He said her sister live in Florida. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 word? She live in Florida? You know what I'm trying to... Hey, hold on. You know my team. She live in Florida, boy? You know I'm trying to get down.
Hey, yeah. Oh, that look good. Hold on.
That look good. It don't even matter. She don't look good. You know what I'm talking about? República de Dominica. I'm with it. Says she tall too. I climbed that tree. You heard, man? Tim got cursed by the kangaroo spirits for wearing a lion on his trunks. Not a kangaroo. It's crazy. Supporter in the building. Me Haitian bread. Hey, Sapa say. You know what I'm talking about? Say he wants that Bakram smoke. Hey, yeah, man. The Haitian brethren. Shout out to Erickson Lubin, man. He said he wants that. Yeah, talk to him, clone. Slide it to me. I'll take her. He said, yeah, man, Erickson Lubin said he about that life, man. He said he want that smoke, and he said he was willing to fight Tim Tszyu. They had plans until Tim Tszyu was upset, so I don't know if Erickson Lubin, he said he wants it, but I don't know if he really wants it. I don't think that's a good idea, you know, stylistically. But hey, Erickson Lubin's that dude, you know. I don't want to discredit him. I'm not trying to, you know, discount him or discredit him at all, you know, or slight him a little bit. But I think that's a tough matchup for Erickson Lubin, but we'll see. And he said, no habla. Yeah, she ready. Oh, Lord. My boy CJ in the building. Yeah, he might have to vacate, man. Yeah, it looks like Nadia anyway, like I was saying before. I appreciate the love and support, man, from Clone, Oscar, and Ty, man. Thank y'all so much, man. My brother's in the game, man. But, yeah, we all got to meet up, man. You know what I'm saying? One of these days, good Lord willing. But, yeah, I think Nadia anyway will be stripped. We'll see how it goes because it seems like MJ Akhmadaliev has been slighted, you know. Bob Arum doesn't want him to fight MJ Akhmadaliev. He doesn't like him. She's 6'2". Hold on now. You know my team. Hey, you know the big girl like to get scooped up. 6'2". Oh, yeah, I'll scoop her up. That ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? We work out every morning for that. No, just playing. Not just playing. But, yeah, MJ Akhmadaliev, man. Bob Arum has no interest. And, you know, I think Nadia anyway beats MJ Akhmadaliev, if I'm being honest, you know, but that's a fight that I would like to see more than Sam Goodman. Sam Goodman is a decent fighter too. I'm not knocking or sliding Sam Goodman either, and he is a mandatory in 2 sanctioning bodies, I believe the IBF and the WBO, you know, but MJ Akhmadaliev to me is a more formidable opponent. I think Nadia anyway beats Sam Goodman too. But like I said, I think he's going to be that's going to be a good match. You know, he's undefeated, Australian fighter, but I think the MJ Akhmadaliev, John Rio, Casemiro, even Elijah Pierce are probably make it a more competitive fight than Sam Goodman, and that's not a knock. Like I said, it's just that's what I think stylistically. So I would prefer to see MJ Akhmadaliev over all of them against the monster. But it is what it is, man. It doesn't seem like they want to go that route, and you know, for whatever reason, Bob Arum doesn't want to go that route. Eddie Hearn has tried to push for it, you know, with MJ Akhmadaliev being a matchroom fighter. You know, he's been a mandatory for a while as well. And I anyway just said he don't want it, man. So we'll see how it goes, though, bro. We'll see how it goes. But it looks like he will be stripped of that WBA, and MJ Akhmadaliev will fight for a vacant title. We'll see how it goes. October 29th, though. Keep your eyes open for that date. You know I'm going to remind you anyway. But in addition to that, though, you know, I want to talk about Murtazaliev, man. Shout out to my boy Ty. Perfect segue. You know, Erickson Lubin, after Murtazaliev upset and destroyed Tim Tszyu, Erickson Lubin was like, hey, man, me and Tim Tszyu, we had some plans, you know, but it didn't pan out now that he got upset. So, you know, I'm looking for that Murtazaliev smoke, that IBF title smoke. And I think that's a good matchup, man. I don't want to count Erickson the Hammer Lubin out, but I think Murtazaliev would be the favorite, at least for me. Just because, you know, I think that'd be a good fight. You know, Erickson Lubin only has 2 losses, and no shame in it. He lost to Fundora pretty badly, and he lost to Jermell Charlo. Now, the only thing that goes with those 2 is that he lost both by stoppage. You know, those are only his 2 losses, but those are his only 2 losses, but he got stopped in both. One of them he retired, right, in this Fundora joint. But I just think that Murtazaliev, his win on Tszyu was so spectacular that I think there's probably only 2 people in that division that he shouldn't be the favorite over right now. And that's probably Terence Bud Crawford and maybe Jermell Charlo if he comes back. Everybody else, man, I think it should be like 50-50 fight, or you got to lean slightly towards him, you know, as being the favorite. Not saying that he necessarily beats Fundora or he necessarily beats Israel Madrimov, but I'm just saying as far as that performance against Tim Tszyu, he was whether he was number 1, 2, or 3 in the 154-pound division, he was considered one of the top dogs, whether you believed in him or not. You know, and the way he destroyed him and demolished him and brutalized him, I think that Bakram has to shoot way up as far as his expectation. Now, is he going to meet those expectations? I don't know. It's yet to be seen. But going into it, I think he should be the favorite over Eric Salubin. But Eric Salubin, hey, like I said, a Haitian brethren, you know what I'm saying? I got some faith in him, too, to make it a good fight. But I would lean towards Bakram Murtazaliev. But speaking of that, too, Bakram Murtazaliev said he has some needs to be met, too. You feel me? He got some needs. He said, hey, you know, I want to fight the champs, too, starting with Bud, Fundora, or Spence winner. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Murtazaliev. He seems like he's about that life. He's ready to go in the unification route, potentially undisputed route. And, you know, he's called out all the champs, but most notably is Terence Bud Crawford. So he's going to stand out from the rest, and people are going to stick on that like he only isolated Bud, which he didn't. But, you know, that's the fight that seems most realistic right now. Not saying it looks probable because, of course, Bud is him fighting anybody is contingent on what Canelo does, you know, potentially even what Conor McGregor does now. You know, that's picking up some steam and some traction and momentum with that fight potentially going down with a UFC boxing crossover event between Bud and McGregor. But it definitely depends on what Cinnamon decides to do. And if Cinnamon says, hey, Bud, I choose you, well, then it's going down between Canelo and Bud.
Eso, sí. Tú vas a mamar el bicho. Tú vas a mamar
He said, I'm going to keep his old pound. He gonna keep his own. He finna sit by brethren on his back pockets. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't like that fight for Eric Salubin, but I like it because it gives him a title shot. And if he wins, bro, Eric Salubin is right up there. And I would love that for the Haitian brethren. You know what I'm saying? The Haitian-born fighter, man. I would love that for him. And he's a fellow Floridian, too. You're Haitian and Floridian. So shout out to Eric Salubin, man. I'm definitely all for it, but I just don't like the matchup stylistically. Just for me personally, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just don't know. I don't know, Ty, but yeah, I'm with you. I think Murtazaliev wins, but I'm not counting out Eric Salubin. He definitely deserves a shot, and hopefully he gets it. You know, maybe he can put the hammer down like Thor. You know, but I don't know. I think that's a tall task indeed. But yeah, man. So Murtazaliev calling out Bud. I think that'd be a great fight, man. I think Bud wins. I think Bud should be the favorite and would be the favorite. Like I said, I think people are. I don't know if people forget or they're just oblivious or they're not as acclimated with the sport as they try to put on. And I think it's the latter more so than the former. It might be the middle one too, oblivious, and definitely the latter that they don't know as much of the sport as they put on. Because yes, Bakram is nice from what I saw, and I saw his fight against Jack Colquet. I saw I saw his other fight against Fernando Caron. I don't remember his name, but it was a 1-round demolition by him again. But this is nothing that he hasn't seen before. Like I keep making this comparison. Like I'm telling you, bro. For those of you who don't know, compare Bakram Murtazaliev to Victor Postol. If you're not familiar with Victor Postol, go look up Victor Postol, bro. Now, granted, the major difference is that it was at a different weight class, but he was another undisputed champion that Terence Crawford fought that was tall, European, rangy, and had power. And now he ain't have no super duper power. Like he wasn't like knocking people out left to right. You know, don't get me wrong, but he had some pop. He wasn't pillow fisted by any means. So I don't recall him having a great KO ratio. So don't get it twisted on that. I'm not saying he had a great KO ratio, but you know he definitely wasn't a small puncher, and to me they have a similar style. You know, it's just that Bakram will be at 154, and he handled them pretty well. Of course, I would say Bakram probably has more punching power than Victor Postol, but Victor Postol has some pop too. Even though let me look it up, bro. I think he had a pretty low punch percentage. I mean KO percentage, but if you watch his fights, it wasn't like people were walking through his punches. Oh yeah, he had a 40% KO. It was lower than I thought, but still, you know, he fought a long time after he was good. So when did that KO ratio go down? You know, but there was at first. Let me see. He went on a 1, 2, 3, 4. He went on a 4 KO streak. Then he had 2 decisions, then he had another TKO, then he had some decisions. But yeah, I think that as far as the stylistically goes, he's a tall, rangy fighter that has some pop, and I think that Terence Crawford handled him well. Not saying that he's better than Bakram or Bakram's better than him, but I think it's a similar style, and I would like to see that fight. You know, I think Terence Crawford wins, and I think his game plan will be similar to what he did for him. But we'll see though. My boy Left Hook in the building. What's good? I didn't remember Victor Postol only had a 40% KO ratio though. That's pretty low. I ain't gonna lie. That's pretty low, but he did fight a long time past his prime, you know, too. So he said, I'm still rooting for Lubin, and if he wins, he better not get carried away and speak Bud's name. Every man that spoke his name for smoke has been cursed. Hell, but not saying Jamel either. Yeah, facts. Yeah, I'll be rooting for Lubin too. But I don't know. Victor Postol was a boxer puncher. Thank you, Ty. Has good pop, even though his record doesn't reflect. Thank you, Ty. Shout out to my boy. That's a fact. So I think if you go watch Victor Postol, his style, his way of fighting, you would kind of see Bakram in there like a boxer puncher, you know. And shout out to exactly what Ty said. You know what I'm saying? He's most definitely a boxer puncher, despite what his record may seem to indicate. You know, numbers aren't everything. You got to watch the fights too. And I think, like I said, I'm not counting Bakram out by any means, but people were just riding the hype train saying, oh, Bud is scared of Murtazaliev. Like, he just got a title, bro. Like, you didn't even have him winning. How is somebody scared of him? They didn't even have, could they even get in talks yet? Like, what are we doing, man? So Cito in the building. All right, guy, what's good? He said, what's bear is toothless, a gummy bear, I'm asleep. So yeah, I think that yeah, with Murtazaliev, man, I'm interested, man. I'm interested in any fight he has next, whether it's Bud, whether it's Lubin, whether it's Jesus Ramos, Virgil Ortiz. Man, I think it's good. And the reason why I think Crawford makes the most sense is because obviously Spence, who has the other 2 belts, Fundora, who has the other 2 belts, the WBO and WBC, he's potentially fighting Spence. So they're tied up. And so it only leaves the other 1 belt holder available, right? The WBA with Terence Crawford. And that'd be a unification match, man. We'll see how it goes, man. I would love that fight. But I would love, Eric Lubin says he's next in line. He had some dealings going with Tim Tszyu and you know, Murtazaliev is gonna pick up the tab. Then it is what it is. You know, a lot of people saying that PBC is trying to keep the belts away from Bud. Maybe that's part of it too. I don't know, but Fundora's with PBC too. So and Fundora and Crawford seem like they're in fine communication. So you know, I don't know. But speaking of PBC, man, that was a perfect segue, man. I seen Oscar De La Hoya. Let's see if I can pull up the tweet and show y'all, bro. Oscar De La Hoya says that he wants Spence and Virgil Ortiz, or Virgil Ortiz and Charlo, right? I just think that's very funny. I'm not mad at this. I would like these fights. Don't get me wrong, but the thing that I think is kind of funny. Oh, I don't see it. Where's it at? Oh man. Let's see if I can find it, bro. He tweeted this, right? He tweeted this out. De La Hoya wants, yes, I can't find the tweet, but here it is. Yeah, here it goes. Okay, they're showing the tweet right here, but I couldn't find it on Twitter. Anyway, here it is right here, man. It says Virgil Ortiz versus ERROL SPENCE at Cowboy Stadium next year. De La Hoya wrote on Twitter last night. The funny thing about that is, to me, is that, you know, De La Hoya, I wish I could find the original tweet, though, so you could see it. Let me see if I could find it, because this is part of the point that I want to make. I saw it. You know what? Let me see if I can find it. I saw it earlier, bro. Where did I see it? I know I saw it on Twitter. I should have took a screenshot. I should have stayed on it. But yeah, he basically what I'm saying is that he called out. He talked trash about PBC. Said PBC is going under. So while simultaneously calling out for Virgil Ortiz versus Charlo and ERROL SPENCE. The thing that I think is funny about that is that this is typical Oscar fashion, right? Oscar's saying that PBC is done while simultaneously begging for a fight from PBC, right? And then he does the same thing with Big Turk, right? When Big Turk was first making some moves, he was like, you know, he was like, oh, there's no foreign promoter going to come to America and outdo us. And then now he's working with Big Turk, right? He can't wait to work with Big Turk. And same thing he would do with Eddie Hearn and so on and so forth. Like he talks trash to these other promoters while simultaneously wanted to work with the other promoters. So here it is right here. So it's Oscar De La Hoya tweeted at Twin Charlo or Errol Spence for Virgil Ortiz before PBC sinks for good. So is PBC sinking or is Golden Boy sinking? Because last time I checked, Jaime Munguia is in like some other partnership with Top Rank, right? That doesn't really bode well for Golden Boy. You know, I just think it's funny. It's like while he's shitting on PBC, while also begging them for a fight from 2 of their fighters, right? So if they're doing so bad, why are you wanting to make a fight with the PBC? Like, that just doesn't make any sense, man. So he looks very desperate in my opinion. But it's funny though. Shout out to Oscar because I like Oscar, and I like those fights too, especially if Errol Spence can come back looking good against Fundora, or if Jabel Charlo can come back looking good. I like those fights. I really do. But I just think the irony is just funny that, you know, he disrespected the hand that he wants to feed him, and I think that's just crazy, bro. He dissed Big Turkey before he started working with him. He dissed Eddie Hearn and tried to work with him. This is just a pattern. This is what he does. So there's no different here, you know. So we'll see how it goes. I actually like those fights though, for sure. Those are some good fights, man. My boy Oscar says De La Hoya be making me look smart. Didn't he have Munguia winning? So does that mean Errol gonna lose? I'm telling you, bro. He says, funny how Oscar say this now, but they didn't want to put Virgil in there when they were initially offered prior to Spence and Manny Pacquiao and Yordenis Ugas talked to him. So I think it is very funny, but I like those fights. So all those jokes aside and being petty, I like those fights. I like Virgil Ortiz, Spence, especially if Spence could look good against Fundora. Do I think that Virgil Ortiz, if Spence wins, deserves a title shot? Yeah, I think that'd be a good move. You know what I'm saying? Because Virgil Ortiz just beat Sergey Boachuk. It was very controversial, but you know, he did win, and I would like to see Virgil Ortiz go for a title shot finally. You know what I'm saying? And if he's ready to step up, I think that'd be a good fight. And then Jermell Charlo, I think the reason why I think Spence and Virgil Ortiz is better than Jermell Charlo and Virgil Ortiz, because I think Jermell Charlo beats the hell out of Virgil Ortiz. I'm gonna be honest. Now Errol Spence, I think he would beat Virgil Ortiz too, but he has a lot of question marks on how good he'll look after coming back from getting beaten pillar to post by Terence Bud Crawford, right, pound for pound #1. So he has a lot of question marks in my personal opinion. And then plus he's also at a new division, which I think he'll fill out and fit properly and fit well, because, you know, it was well documented he was draining himself to make 147. So I think naturally 154 is a little bit better. So I anticipate him to look good from that standpoint. But you never know how you bounce back from a loss, you know, especially a brutal loss like that. Your first stoppage, your first loss, your first time getting dropped all in one. And then you're also, in addition to that, you're going to be out for a year and a half. That doesn't really bode well for success. You coming back not having a tune-up, you going right into a championship fight. It doesn't bode well for success at all. But Errol Spence is a beast, and if anybody could do it, it's him. Now I just don't know how good he'll look post a car accident, because I mean, he's not going to get any better, I don't think. But he also has a new trainer, which I don't know. You know, shout out to my boy Ty. Errol Spence teased it. He said, but he put like a mask on the face or something like that, and then deleted the tweet. So real, that was kind of crazy. Like that was silly, but just building up intrigue there, and I don't know, but I like the fight though, man. I like that fight. I really do. So I'm not mad at it, but we'll see how it goes. But I do think it's just funny that Oscar is. I think it's funny how Oscar goes about trying to handle business. You know, Virgil was mandated via WBC. Yep. Oscar ain't even let it be ordered. Yep. And opted out to go WBO route. Yep. That's a fact. For those of you that didn't hear it in the back, I'm gonna read it again. Virgil was mandated via WBC.
Yeah.
Oscar ain't even let it be.
Yeah.
Ordered and opted out to go to the WBO route.
Yeah.
Facts, man. We'll see how it goes, man. My boy Cito said I bought Velcro sneakers, but they were a total ripoff. I was so late. What's good, Cito? But yeah, man. So I just think that there's a lot of things going on in boxing behind the scenes that we don't know about, we're not privy to, and we think it's all what everybody says. No, man. You know, people are going to say things from their perspective to make themselves look good, and say things from their perspective to make others look bad. But you know, speaking of PBC as well, man. Shout out to Al Heyman, man. I heard he's not doing well. I heard he's kind of sick, so hopefully he recovers, man. And yeah, man, I heard Eddie Hearn's a little sick too because he's been losing a lot. Shout out to Eddie Hearn. Hopefully he recovers too, you know. But I know people knocking Eddie Hearn, man, and Matchroom, but they giving us. Eddie Hearn's been a part of a lot of the fights that we've been thinking is good, right, this year, right? Look at the 5v5. Eddie Hearn was part of that. Eddie Hearn and Matchroom versus Frank Warren and Queensberry. We got Bivol and Beterbiev. Eddie Hearn was part of that. Madrimov and Crawford. Eddie Hearn was part of that. Represent Madrimov. Liam Paul versus Subra Matias. Eddie Hearn was part of that. Both of them fights. You know, even go to the women's side. You had Terry Harper versus Sandy Ryan. Eddie Hearn was part of that. Sandy Ryan versus Michaela Mayer. Eddie Hearn part of that. You know, Terry Harper and Rhiannon Dixon. Eddie Hearn part of that. So like Eddie Hearn been doing his thing. Drawing boots in, so we get to see him back in the ring. Granted, it's not against guys that we want to see. It's not the optimal opposition from a fan standpoint, being Karen Chukadzian, and formerly before that we had David Avanesian, but Eddie Hearn was part of that. We love seeing boots in the ring. Bam Rodriguez, Eddie Hearn part of that. So you know what I'm saying. So Eddie Hearn's been he's been very active, man, and he's been very active again getting it in. He stole Shakur. I don't want to say stole, but he acquired Shakur in free agency after he left Top Rank. So Eddie Hearn is doing his thing, man, and yeah. So either he may be taking L's and stuff like that, seemingly, but you know, Dubois and AJ, Eddie Hearn was part of that. You know, so even if he's taking L's, shoot, Dubois, AJ and Ngannou, Hearn part of that. So even though if he's taking L's or taking dubs, it's like he's definitely putting on for boxing, man. So a lot of the fights, I'll say over half the big fights that happened this year, where Eddie Hearn was part of it. So I don't know when ERROL's trainer is finally revealed it's gonna be a what the moment, bro. I kind of wish he would have taken up a certain group of trainers on their offer. I think you're talking about Tank, right? Because then Tank, Coach Calvin Ford offered him something. He said it's gonna be a what the freak moment. Oh no, who is? Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know why. I would have liked to see him with Tank's camp. I think that would have been good with Calvin Ford and Coach Kenny Ellis, Coach Calvin Ford and Coach Kenny Ellis, or even go with. I guess you wouldn't go with Bomac, right? Because after Terence Crawford. That's still a potential fight to have, so that would be smart. But if he even went with like Robert Garcia, I would have liked him and Robert Garcia, see what he could have done with him. I know he made an offer as well. Robert Garcia extended his hand. That'd have been dope. But yeah, man. So there's a lot of fights out there, man, to be had and to be made. I have to go do something real quick, chat. Might take me like 5 minutes, man. I don't know if I was gonna get off for an early show or y'all want to wait. Why he pump faking this trainer like he holding the like he hiding the child? Yeah, I don't know why you pump faking this trainer like he hiding the child. I don't get it. I don't really like it either. To me, it seems kind of like a little flimsy, to be respectful. I like ERROL Spence. That's my guy. You know, he's one of my favorite fighters for real, especially when he's active. But this looks a little like a little sassy. I'm gonna say, to be respectful. It looks a little diva-ish. You know what I'm saying? You posted. I didn't see it, but Ty put me up on game. Ty said he posted his trainer and put like a little. You couldn't really see his face. He covered his face, so you couldn't make out who it is, and then deleted it. Like he wants people to guess. Like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing, bro? You picking a trainer, or you revealing you picking a trainer, or is it gender reveal? Like, what are we doing, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, you talking about who? I mean, I guess it is a relationship, like you dating, but tighten up, man. You can say Eddie stole Shakur because that man is a master at contractual tampering. True. If you know, you know. Yeah, we can say that too. You're right. But yeah, man. So I think that there's a lot of movement going on, man. And then this weekend we have Catterall versus Regis Prograis. I'm looking forward to that fight. And then Wednesday Night Fights we have Mayo Yoshida versus who's she fighting? I can't remember her name. I'm not too familiar with her anyway, but I can't remember her name right now. I do know her name. I can't remember. But that's going to be on Pro Box. I'm looking forward to that, too. Shout out to one time for the ladies, you know what I'm saying? EJ and his dad paid certain pro sparring guys to remove all their content from their gym. Oh, no. Yeah, EJ wilding right now. EJ is wilding right now. I don't like it. But, yeah, I think that we're going to see a lot, man. I'm hearing, I don't know about y'all, chat, but I'm hearing some crazy things, man. Speaking of the Charlos and ERROL Spence, you already know Jamal Charlo was rumored to be fighting Boo Boo Andre. That's been shut down. He's going to fight Cornflake Lamana, according to his trainer. Who's his trainer again? Andre Rozier, right? Shout out to Andre Rozier. But, you know, I think that's a good move. I don't think you should jump back in with Bubu Andre right now, especially coming off the mental health episodes and stuff like that, man. Get his mental health headspace right. And I think Bubu Andre is the wrong person to jump in there when you're not certain if you're all together. Not saying Thomas Cornflake Lamana is the best person either, but at least he's gonna be less difficult of an opponent. Let's be real. But I'm hearing, speaking of the Lil Charlo, that's Big Charlo, right? I heard some things about Lil Charlo. I'm hearing, I don't know if this is true now. Oscar, you ready? Oscar, hold on, bro. Oscar, put on your seatbelt, bro. You about to go crazy. Put on your seatbelt. I don't want to. This is not an announcement. This is nothing that's finalized. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing through the grapevines. When I say I'm hearing, because I don't have no inside sources. I just be doing my rounds around the boxing landscape, whether on Twitter or the articles. I'm quick to read an article on your ass. You know what I'm talking about? Quick to read an article. That's a doctorate in me. But you ready, Oscar? I gotta wait for Oscar to put on his seatbelt. Let me know when you strapped up, bro. Let me know when you buckled up, bro. And I'm gonna tell you what I've been hearing about Jermell Charlo. We were just talking about this earlier today. Think about the 154-pound division and what we were talking about in regards to who Tim Tszyu could fight and be right back in the mix. Is it weird? I really don't know what Al Haymon looks like, but I know everyone. I know LB nose is more segregated than the boys and girls in the middle. That's crazy. Nah, you disrespectful. Get off LB's nose, bro.
Here you go. Shit. Yeah, I'm tired of that. It was so disrespectful.
No, I don't think it's weird because Al Haymon's in the background. He's not. He's technically not a promoter because it'll be illegal to do what he's doing. And working in the capacity of a owner of PBC and as a promoter or a manager and a manager of fighters and a promoter. That's why they'll be working with TGB Promotions when they reserve the ballrooms and stuff like that for the events. So I was reading up on it a little while ago. I don't remember the intricacies and the exact ins and outs, but he's not a promoter in the traditional capacity of like Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn, and Oscar. That's why you don't see him at the forefront as much, and you see more so of Leonard Ellaby and stuff. He said, "Yo, what y'all think about Prograis saying he'll beat Rayo?" I mean, I like to see Prograis versus Rayo. I think that's a good fight. I got to see what Prograis. He better worry about Jack Catterall right now though. Ty was getting binked up in there. Oh Lord, don't tell me my boy Errol is getting binked up. They both need a tune-up for the betterment of the quality of their fight. Facts. I agree, Ty. He said, "You strapped in? All right, bro. I'm hearing Jermell Charlo versus." The guy that I said was my boy today that I'm very high on. I don't know if he deserves it, but I'm high on him. That boy, Jesus Ramos. Bro, if that's real, Jermell Charlo versus Jesus Ramos, bro, if that's real, talk about a return fight. Boy, talk about a return fight. That'd be crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. I think that'd be a great fight. I think Jermell wins that, but I'm interested to see how Jermell bounces back because last time we saw him has been about a year and a half, right? About a year. He's been on a sabbatical, right? His last time he wasn't even at 154. He was at 168 fighting Cinnamon for dual undisputed, titles. Essentially, not really, but undisputed 154 versus undisputed 168, which is, I'd rather see Big Charlo versus Cinnamon than Little Charlo, but it is what it is. But yeah, I think that Jermell Charlo, he has 2 losses, right, to Cinnamon, and his other one was to Tony Harrison, right, which he avenged. So yeah, man, I think him versus Jesus Ramos, bro, that's a good fight. Jesus Ramos only has 1 L, and that's controversial, right, to Erickson the Hammer Lubin. So man, this will be a great fight, bro. Making a statement. I'm telling you, whoever wins that bro. If Jermell Charlo wins and he's solid, I ain't gonna lie, I might put him over Bud. I'm not gonna lie. Jermell Charlo wins that, I might put him over Bud in on the tier list of S class. If Jesus Ramos wins, I think he may be knocking on the door of S. I'm not gonna lie, definitely at the front of A. Lions only talk to him, Ty. I got Jermell, but like I said, they're both. I think Jamal has been kind of documented as going through more of the mental issues, mental instability and mental health issues more so than Jermell. But they both been going through it, according to their own admissions and stuff like that and witness accounts. So, but this is a major fight. If this is real, I don't know if it's real. It's speculation. I haven't seen anything confirmed, so don't quote me. But I've been seeing that around, seeing it a couple times today. So, yeah, man, that fight is crazy, bro. 150, I ain't gonna lie, 154, man. 154 is the best division right now. Yeah, bet 154 is the best division right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. 154 is by far the best division right now, bro. It may not be your favorite division, but it's definitely the best division. It has the most parity. They're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, just think Terrence Bud Crawford, Jermell Charlo, if he's coming back for real, Jesus Ramos, Erickson Lubin, Tim Tszyu still, Bakram Murtazaliev, Sebastian Fedora, ERROL Spence whenever he comes back, Keith Thurman if he actually gets in there, Charles Conwell, Virgil Ortiz, Israel Madrimov, Serhii Boachuk, Brian Mendoza, Brandon Adams, bro. This is nuts. It's nuts, bro. Like, and I feel like I'm missing somebody too. I feel like I'm still missing somebody, man. Oh, Xander Zayas. The young bull we just saw, Jonas Tellis. No, he's not. Is he Dominican? No, Cuban. The Cuban Jonas Tellis. You know, bro. 154 has more people in this division than a lot of the two separate divisions combined. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's by far the best division right now. I don't know how long it's gonna remain that way, but right now, it's like every fight has the intensity of a title fight almost. So yeah, 154 is looking crazy, man. Depending on how Charlo wins, he might be top of S. But if Ramo wins fire and top of it, yeah. I'm leaning towards Jermell Charlo, but that's a good fight, man. That's a good fight, man. This is 154. He better hope Big Mel is on his medication. If not, it's gonna be a. I'm telling you, bro. That's a fact, Ty. 154. This is 154. It's crazy, bro. That's cold, bro. Man, I don't know if this is true. I'm trying to see like any type of confirmation, but I haven't been able to find any. But yeah, from what I'm seeing, Jermell Charlo versus Jesus Ramos next year. Because I know it was rumored that both Charlos were returning on the tank card in December. Big Charlo is, according to reports, but this one I've been hearing is rumored for the beginning of 2025. So in January, maybe it could be on the David Morrell and David Benavidez card. I'm not sure. So maybe it could be something like it. Definitely said in January. So I would think with them both being PBC that maybe they'll have like a joint card between Jermell Charlo and David Benavidez versus David Morrell. Bro, can you imagine that on the same card, bro? David Benavidez, David Morrell, Jermell Charlo, and Jesus Ramos. Come on, bro. Come on now. So that's all good for boxing, man. I'm telling you, good Lord willing, man. Boxing is going crazy, man. I'm trying to wait for my boy Dub to come through, man. I actually watched Kamala Harris on the All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Stack 5 out there. That was pretty good. Pretty good interview. You know, lighthearted. Nothing too serious. Pitbull versus Ryo too. Oh yeah. Pitbull versus Ryo rematch. But hey Oscar, I've been hearing some things, man. That may not be as concrete as we think. I've been hearing some Ryo and Andy Hiroka. That's been coming up a little bit. But I've also been hearing Ryo and Devin Haney. Okay, I've been hearing some things, man. Like I said, I think the smartest money, if you're gonna bet on who Ryo fights next, it would probably be Ryo and Pitbull. But I've been hearing some rumblings, man. I'm telling you, wait till I get some confirmation, man. I'm really gonna let you know. But yeah, I've been hearing some things, man. I've been hearing some things, man. So Ryo versus Pitbull Part 2 was in there signed, sealed, and delivered as we may think, but we'll see. And I think that has something to do with Ryo's departure from Jose Benavidez Sr., but I'm not sure. I'm just, like I said, it's just speculation. I don't know, so I'll let y'all know as I find out. Well, 40 is also fire, yeah. It's just that 154 is an inferno. Facts. 154 has always been deep from a competitive. Yep, that's true. Competitive standpoint. But now they're getting the big names with it too. But the emergence of all these household names is almost like back. Yep. Back when both Charlos, Canelo, Boo Boo, and everyone's at 154, 147, 154. You're right. That's a good point, Ty. Yeah, 154 has been heavy for a while as far as the competition goes and the parity there. But you're right. Yeah, now they're getting the names to match the competitiveness, which is good. So yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that, man. So, yeah, bro. And then also too, yesterday I forgot to mention this. Shakur is back in the gym. So that's good to see Shakur back in the gym. Apparently preparing for his fight in February. Potential fight. I'm gonna say potential. Emphasis on potential fight. Potential fight with Zepeda. If Zepeda gets by Tevin Farmer, and if Zepeda actually wants to fight him in February, we'll see. I ain't gonna hold my breath. You know my team, but yeah, man. So we'll see, man. We'll see how it goes, bro. 140, yeah, and then so yeah, there's a lot of movement on 154. I'm liking it, bro. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking this stuff, man. So we'll see how it goes, man. Don't forget to hit that like button as well. You know what I'm saying? Hold it down for your boy. Hit that like button. But chat, yeah, this is gonna be a short stream. I apologize for the shortness, but I have to go take care of some stuff, man. And I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't think it'll take more than 5 minutes. But sometimes when you think something gonna take 5 minutes, it take 10, 15, 20, 40, 35, but 30, but 45, 47. But what y'all know about all about the Benjamins, man? Who know about that, man? Shakur versus Zepeda is like for yes, facts. Shakur versus Zepeda is just like Fedor versus ERROL Spence, facts. Always up in the air. We don't know. Rayo versus Robert Garcia Savvy will be a tough 36 minutes for Devin Haney. He's gonna need Yoel for the air. Go holla at Yoel Judah. You know what I'm saying? But I like that matchup for Devin Haney, man. I really do. Not like you said, it's not gonna be a walk in the park by any means, but I like that matchup for Devin Haney, to be honest. And for Tszyu, that would be a nightmare style. Oh yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see Rayo and Tszyu, but Tszyu, you know, he don't want to fight nobody. Bob Arum came out today and said Tio's like Alice in Wonderland. He said he don't know where this idiot be getting some of his stuff from. He said dealing with Tszyu was like dealing with a kid. Oh, stupid ass Tszyu. He called him. He's like Alice in Wonderland. I said, yep, just like that. That's a great comparison. Compared him to a goofy little bitch living in a fantasy world. Yep, sounds like Tszyu. Yes, sir. Exactly what it sounds like. A goofy little bitch living in a fantasy world. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Perfect way to sum up Tszyu. That's what Bob Arum said. I ain't saying it. That's what Bob Arum said. I just provided the translation. You feel me? That's all. I didn't say it. And for that, Tszyu would be a nightmare solid. Yep. Yes, sir. So, you know, yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. I'm gonna try to do my due diligence and try to see if I can find any type of validation and anything officially, you know what I'm saying, legitimate in regards to Jamel Charlo versus Jesus Ramos. But if this is true, man, that's a good fight, man. That's a good fight at 154, excuse me. Rao versus Tszyu would be, let's see if he can stop him again, this time under the lights. Yep, just like Dubois and AJ, right? Or, you know, or just like what Frank and Tank was supposed to be, right? You know, or what Frank was hoping it would be. Not that he stopped Tank in sparring, but, you know, he got the better of the sparring, allegedly. So, you know, so, yeah, man. I think that there's a lot of good fights out there, man. I'm looking forward to this fight this weekend with Catterall and Prograis. We'll see how it goes, man. Hopefully, Regis Prograis can show me something, man. Like I said, I have Catterall winning, but if he could just even make it look competitive, he could kind of look like the Rougarou of old, man. I'll be happy for him, man. Hopefully, he does well. Hey, you never know. I mean, he ain't no charity case, you know. He could beat Catterall, you know, but I think Catterall is gonna win. Terrell in the building, man. Long time no see. How you doing, brethren? So yeah, man, I think that there's a lot going on in that division, and yeah, there's a lot going on in that division, bro. 154 is crazy, but yeah, chat, I'm gonna go ahead and call it, man. I'm sorry for the short stream, but like I said, I have to go do something real quick, and I'll be back on tomorrow. Yo, my guy Ryan Frazier in the building. What's good, brethren? Oh shoot, wait, didn't your brother fight? I forgot to ask you how'd that go, bro. Your brother fought this weekend, right? Hopefully it went well. Your brother and the I can't remember his name. Is it Big 12 or Tank 12? Tank 12 or Big Tank or something like that. They both fought this weekend, right? How'd it go, right? I know. I'm sorry, Oscar. I know it's whack, bro. I know, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I know, bro. I don't want to do a short stream, but yeah, I got to do one today. You know, I like to do the longer streams, but third round stoppage for my bro. Let's get right, man. Joshua Razor Fraser. Actually, it's a Hellraiser Fraser, right? He's saying Big 12 won by decision. Let's get right. That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations to both the Jamaican badman. You know what I'm saying? Big up Jamaica. Let's go, man. Shout out to both of them.
Me blood clot.
Let's get right, man. Shout out to your brother. Tell him I said congratulations to both of them, man. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? That's fire. But yeah, man. Third round stoppage. Let's go. That's dope, man. But yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff to chat about in the morning, though. Good Lord willing, we got, you know, and don't trip too. If I get done in time, you know what I'm saying, we gonna drop the videos. You know my thing. Yeah, go check out the videos as well too. Also too, oh, I forgot to talk about what was announced today too, man. It seems like according to Bob Arum, man, we won't be getting the Bivol Beterbiev rematch until this time next year. Good Lord willing, October 2025, man. So I know a lot of people will be disappointed in that, but I explained why in the video, man. So go check it out. You know, go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Go like that video, man. Helps the channel grow. For real. Shout out to the Frasers. I hope he keeps going on his move to the 10th round. Yeah. Facts, man. I hope he keeps going and growing, man. Facts. He said Tank versus Crawford at the K2 would be fire. I have Tank by decision. You have Tank over Crawford by decision? Nah. Crawford too big, man. But, yeah, I mean, hey, why not? But, nah, I don't like that fight. That's too much. That weight differential is too much. Who deleted this message? Why y'all delete my boy message, man? Don't do my boy Terrell like that, bro. They done got you up out of here, Terrell. Yo, that's crazy, bro. They done got you up out of here, Terrell. Yo, man, that's crazy, man. Don't do my boy Terrell like that, man. Hit him with the boot. Hit him with the boots. You said you wanted to see Terence Crawford. They hit you with the boots. You just saw Jarrell Ennis. He said, no foolishness, please. It's crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with dream matchups, man. You know, let them dream. You know, let them dream. If you want to dream, let them dream, you know. Let them go ahead and dream like Martin Luther King. You know what I'm talking about? So that's crazy, right? He said, no foolishness. Oscar packed him up. That's crazy, bro. Oscar packed him up quick. I hope it'll be a move on to better fights instead of rematch. Well, Yenpali, did I pronounce it right? Yenpali? Sorry if I mispronounced it. Yenpali. I don't. You think there's a better matchup than you think there's better fights than the rematch? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind him moving on either. I mean, I think the ball's in his court, but nah, I think Beterbiev if Bivol is the best matchup. That's the best matchup for either one of them right now. But like I said, according to Bob Arum, that rematch won't happen until October 2025, the earliest anyway, you know, this time next year, good Lord willing. So he's saying that they're most likely going to have fights in the interim. You know what I'm saying? Beterbiev most likely will probably fight his mandatory that IBF called the Michael Eifert. And then Bivol will probably fight somebody like, I don't know, maybe Dan Aziz or Hot Rod Kalajic, something like that. He said, what did I just say? What did I just say? That's crazy. This man timed him out too for not wanting to, hey, Lee, that's crazy. Yo, yeah, I'm about to get on. Oscar gangbanging in the chat, man. He's shooting everybody, man. He got the hair trigger, man. He got the extended clip of the hair trigger, man. Automatic fire. Everybody gets sprayed up. Ah! Toss the man out. Yo, I said catch weight. Catch weight is still crazy, bro. What's the rehydration clause? With the rehydration clause? Nah, I still don't like it, bro. I don't like that fight. I don't like that fight. I think that's in my opinion, that's silly, you know. But hey, you know, to each his own, man. You know, that's what you want to see. That's what you want to see, my brother. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I don't want to see that. You know, let them be good where they're at. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it, man. Let me give a shout out to my boys. Shout out to my brother Oscar, man. Shout out to my brother Ty, man. Shout out to my brother Clone for the love and the super chats. I really appreciate that. I'll be back on tomorrow, good Lord willing. And I'll probably drop another video, man. So keep your eyes open for the videos, man. Don't forget to smack that like button for your boy. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and smack that like button. You feel me? And yeah, man, keep us going and growing, man. So I appreciate the love. Sorry for the short stream. You know, I like to get at least an hour and a half. I usually try to go to, but you know, we're close to an hour right now, so that's not too bad. But yeah, man, sometimes it bees like that. It bees like that. But yeah, I stream every single day. Not an exaggeration, not a cliche. You know what I'm saying? So tap it with me, man, at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And also that's the morning show. And then the late shows at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tap it with your boy and go check out the videos that we drop throughout the day either, man. We going up, chat. We going up, man. You see us. We almost at 2K, chat. Look at you see it, 1977. You know what I'm talking about? God is good, man. Y'all be easy. Don't forget to hit that like button. And remember, most importantly, with God, we can do anything. Without God, we're nothing. The doctor's out. Peace.
From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.